Hi, my name is Ginny. The day I was born, there was someone who cried more than me. My dad. Not because he was emotional, but because he was in pain. In the labor room right before my birth, Mom went ballistic on him. It's all because of you. You did this to me, jerk. She literally pulled out chunks of his hair, and he ended up in tears. My parents just didn't get along at all. Once when I was 3, Mom threw a frying pan at Dad because he bought her a PlayStation instead of a makeup kit on her birthday.
You crazy woman! Are you out of your mind?
I must be, for marrying a dumbhead like you. When I was 5, I was really excited for my first day of school, but they even ruined that by fighting over who'd drop me off. So I just grabbed my bag and took the bus. School was my happy place. My teachers liked me, I had friends, and best of all, it was drama-free. That is, till I made the terrible mistake of inviting my parents. In the 9th grade, they came to see me as the lead in the school play, but right in the middle of a scene, I started hearing voices from the crowd, and to my horror, I realized it was my parents. Can you stop biting your nails? It's such a disgusting habit.
Can you stop chewing gum like a cow? It's giving me a migraine.
Did you just call me a cow?
No, I said you chew like one.
And before I knew it, Mom and Dad attacked. Everyone was laughing. I ran off the stage to break them up, and then the guards threw them out of the auditorium. I can't believe you guys just did that at my school. What's wrong with you?
Ginny, I'm so sorry your mom's a cow.
Oh my God, did you really just... Stop it! I can't deal with this! I stormed out of the house and kept walking, but soon I realized I was far away from home, without a phone. Suddenly, a weird-looking man stepped out of an alley and grabbed my wrist.
Oh, my daughter, I've missed you. Let's go home. Mommy's waiting.
What? You're crazy. Let me go. Just then, a guy came out of nowhere and pushed him aside. He took my hand and we ran like crazy. Once we were a few blocks away, he turned to me.
Hey, you okay? Why are you alone in this neighborhood at night?
I told him I'd just gotten lost and he walked me back home. I was about to ask his name, but he just turned around and left. The next day at school, all anyone could talk about was my parents' meltdown, and I was a laughing stock. At lunch, I was trying to ignore everyone's comments when I accidentally ran straight into someone. It was Brittany, a new girl who'd joined our class recently. OMG, you idiot. Do you know how difficult it is to get stains out of a pure silk Prada dress? I'm sorry, but it was an accident. I guess I should feel sorry for you, because you come from a family of morons. You come from a family of morons. But I don't. She grabbed a glass of juice to throw it at me, but instead, she threw it at herself. Then she burst into tears and ran off. What just happened? As I walked out of the cafeteria, I saw her crying on a boy's shoulder. When our eyes met, I realized it was the boy from last night. He walked over to me, looking mad.
Hey, why are you bullying my sister?
Sister? Me? I don't know what she told you, but she...
Just stay away from her, okay?
With that, he walked away with his arm around Brittany, who looked back to grin at me. What a psycho! A few days later in the library, I was reaching out for a book on the top shelf when I lost my balance, and someone caught me just in time. Oh gosh, thank you. What's your name?
Paul. How long are you planning to stay in my arms?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Thanks.
You're not welcome, and I came here for some peace. So can you stop talking to me now?
Gosh, how rude. A few minutes later, I couldn't hold it in any longer. So I just asked him, you don't even remember me?
Of course I remember you. I thought you looked really pretty that night.
And what about right now? He came closer, and my heart was racing.
Well, now I think you're kind of ugly, because now I know you're not a nice person.
Seriously? You'd have to be really dumb to not notice that your sister's a spoiled, mean brat. I pushed past him and stormed off. I just had to stay away from this jerk brother-sister pair. A few days later, our teacher announced a campfire trip. But when I got home, all my excitement went down the drain. You don't need to go on trips. Just focus on your studies. You don't want to end up like your dad.
Why not? I'm handsome, smart, and well off. And you can't even pay your pedicure bills. Here, honey, I'll sign your permission slip.
This was one of the few times their fighting worked for me. On the day of the trip, Paul came and sat next to me on the bus.
Hey, I just wanted to...
Sorry, this seat's taken. As Paul moved away, I put my backpack on the seat and put on my earphones. I wasn't letting anyone ruin the trip for me. Later that evening, everyone gathered around to play Truth or Dare. After a few turns, the spinning bottle landed on Paul, and his friends dared him to kiss me. As we crawled towards each other and our faces came close, my heart was pounding. And when our lips touched, I felt fuzzy. I was completely lost in the moment till someone shouted,
"You guys trying to set some record for the world's longest kiss? Get a room or a tent."
As I went back to my spot, I could feel Brittany's death glare on me, but I couldn't care less. Later that night, I suddenly woke up to see a weird shadow on my tent. I got up to peek outside, but someone pushed me back and we both fell onto the sleeping bag. Paul, what are you doing here?
Just listen to me, okay?